Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Bitcoin Cash. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, if you haven't seen the previous Bitcoin Cash update that I did, make sure to check it out. It's going to be in the top right section of your screen. Make sure to check it out before watching this one because I'm not going to mention everything that I talked about in the previous video. All right, jumping into the daily charts straight off the bat. This is our previous local low, and we don't want to get anywhere below that, right? Because right now we are in an uptrend on the daily chart. We're making higher highs and higher lows, which is great. Last video, I did give you this resistance at $654. We bounced off that level perfectly, and we had a pullback, so potentially October 13th is when I uploaded the video. If you bought in at that price, that would be an 11% trade. And from there, you're down already 4%. So you could have bought back in at the dip, at this pullback. We are in a bullish cross, as you can see over here, where the 20 EMA crossed above the 55 EMA. And that is considered a bullish cross. That is your signal that, hey, we're turning bullish, we're flipping bullish on Bitcoin Cash. And this is where potentially you can start entering. This is your confirmation. As you can see as well, we are in an ascending triangle because we do have this vertical, not vertical, but this resistance line, right? And we do have a horizontal support line over here. So we're making, we're hitting our head on the same level of resistance, but we're constantly making higher lows, which is considered an ascending triangle, and that is a bullish pattern, and the breakout target from there is basically $843, and that puts us above the 0.5 on this huge Fibonacci retracement that I have set up. And this fib is set up from the swing high, the previous all-time high, basically at $1,650, all the way down to the bottom in July at $385. Now, we're looking at a technical target of $4,072. That is after we start breaking this previous high. Once you see that high broken, then you're in a target to the 1.618. Okay, obviously, the most important level to go through is the golden ratio. The 0.618 is the most important level you want to go through. Once you see that broken, then you're potentially almost guaranteed that you're breaking this previous high, right? So yeah, we do have an inverse head and shoulders playing out. I talked about that in the previous video. We do have our neckline, and the target is at the 0.786 at $1,207. And that means that we're going to break this golden ratio over here. So yeah, things are looking good for Bitcoin Cash. A lot of people seem to enjoy that video. Basically, what we're going to do now is we're kind of tightening up. You can see that the price is tightening up. If you just look at the price action by itself without any indicators, you can see that we have been coming in these strong waves, but now you can see the price is tightening. And when that happens, that usually means that we're going to get a break, right? And what I'm seeing here is obviously we're going to get a break to the upside, but that might be a little biased. Obviously, if we get a break towards the downside, you may potentially see a pullback. So if we take this triangle and put it just like I got that target over there at 800, pretty much, yeah, a bit higher, $866. And if I have this, and if we start losing, you're looking at $382, but I don't think that's going to happen, right? We're not going to get that probably, but who knows? If Bitcoin has a strong pullback, we might start breaking out of this ascending triangle to the downside. And if that does happen, I would suggest you start looking at the 0.236 sitting at $540. That would be a very nice place to add more tokens to your portfolio. But you can see this purple rectangle I have highlighted over here. That is your major resistance level because you do have bounces off of that area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here you get the sixth one, and you want to see a break of that, and potentially with a breakout that we're going to get in here right now, that is going to push us above this 0.5 on the fib. And the 0.5 is the strongest level in terms of resistance after the golden ratio. So you want to get through the 0.5, you want to get through the 0.618, and then you're all set. Now, on the RSI, on the daily chart, I did give you this kind of a descending triangle pattern over here, and I did say that you may potentially end up hitting this resistance line once again, and that could be your selling point. You could put some sell orders at that price, and that is, you know, lo and behold, that is exactly what happened. I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet, but I'm just showing you that if you pay attention and you listen to what I say, you can potentially, you know, get some good trades going, and, you know, you could have sold in here and started buying back in at a pullback over here. So yeah, look for this pattern to be broken. See, you're consolidating, you're tightening up, the RSI is starting to tighten up, and you're going to see that break, and that's potentially where we're going to be in November and December, coming up to this overbought. But so far we're looking very good on the daily RSI. If we look at the MACD, we're starting to get above the histogram, which is good. We started curling to the side a bit. Hopefully we're going to get a squeeze, which is when the moving average, the yellow line, bounces off the signal line and does something like that, right? But obviously what could end up happening as well is we get a bearish cross. Now that is something that we don't want to see. That would be a confirmation of the downtrend, but that would only happen after we've been in a downtrend for like 5 days, right? So look for this ascending triangle on the chart. Look for the descending triangle on the RSI. Look for the inverse head and shoulders on this pattern. So this is your left shoulder, right? This is your right shoulder, and this is your head, right? So hopefully that's easy to understand. What I also want to do, apologize about that. What I also want to do is I want to draw another fib over here. So if you just bear with me, I want to draw a fib from this swing low over here to this swing high to see what we're doing. So if I remove this larger fib, you can see that we're coming up to the golden ratio basically. So you made this high, you come back down, you make your low, you find support, and now you're starting to climb through the fib levels. You hold the 0.236 as support, you hold the 0.382 as support. Now you're holding the 0.5 as support, and you're hitting your head on the 0.618, and you're creating this ascending triangle, and you're going to get a breakout very soon, in my opinion. So look at least for some resistance at the 0.786 and at the first fib level over here at $803, which is the swing high of this Fibonacci retracement. So yeah, we're looking good. Let me just bring up something as well. So I do want to bring up the volume indicator. I don't use it enough on the channel, so I'm going to try to do that. If we bring the volume over here, so usually what happens is if you see kind of a descending pattern on the volume, that is when you can see that potentially you're going to have a little, yeah, well, nothing like that is potentially playing out, as you can see. So what you should look at in the volume is if you see depleting volume, so something like that, right? You want to see depleting volume. And after that, you usually get a move, a strong move towards the upside, right? But for now, I can't really see anything like that over here. Yeah, you could say that, you know, you're making lower lows in this kind of way, but you know, usually the bars just kind of get lower and tighter, and after that you're going to see a break, but you can't really see that over here. So that's just one indicator to look at the volume. And obviously with the volume, you need to be looking at the volume to see if the move is legit or not, because if you see a project pumping very nicely, but there isn't any volume, the volume bars are low, that means that the move is not really going to, you know, stay, and the move isn't legit, and you're going to have a strong correction afterwards. But if the volume bars are high, there's a lot of volume, that means the move is backed by some volume and not pure hype. Jumping into the stochastic RSI, you see that you're coming back down here, right? You're making a move towards the downside. When you end up in this area, if you end up in this area, that is where I recommend you start buying in as well. But what can happen, as always, you can have a trend reversal midway to the downside and you get overextended once again. So, right, we have two targets right now. We're looking at $867, at $213 and $4,100 by the end of the bull market. That's what I'm looking for with Bitcoin Cash. We want to hold support. We want to break out of this ascending triangle, guys. That is pretty much it. One thing I do want to do is I want to check if we have any divergences right now. So you look at the oscillator and you look at the price action and you just compare them. For example, yeah, we're making higher highs on the RSI just like we're making them on the price action. So really no bearish divergences. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know if I missed out anything on the chart. Make sure to check out the videos on your screen right now. Check out the centrifuge review that I made, which is a great project, great starting up project. And make sure to check out the dent update that I just posted recently. And make sure to check out the Telegram chat and the Discord server. That's it for me. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.